And good evening. Good Wednesday evening here on the Let's Talk Football, NFL football, that is. And Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich on X. That's my mainstay for posting on social media. Scaling back, just going to say X at Fireman Rich, or else just Google at Fireman Rich. And I'm going to streamline it. I did an X Live, which is pretty good, and as far as just to start utilizing X a little bit more so as my mainstay. I say that, but I've been sort of posting on some of these other sites that I don't know. I finally come to the conclusion. WTF 4. As far as that goes. So Scale Up X is my mainstay. It's a great platform, and I do enjoy being there. And just like I enjoy being here on Rumble, using Rumble Studios, broadcasting out to Rumble, Locals, YouTube, Twitch, X Live, and Kick. We no longer, unless we do a RTMP to Facebook, they don't. For some reason, Rumble doesn't have the Facebook, so I'm not sure what that is as far as when you go ahead and connect your networks, your platforms, live streaming. Facebook is no longer a selection, so that's recently been changed. So we posted the links to Facebook. We still are on Facebook, The Real Fireman Rich. Going to be posting over there, and as far as that goes, and again, just scaling it back on the other sites. Most people probably wonder where the hell I'm at, but there's far a few, and I get most of my engagement over here or over on X, as well as at Facebook, as far as that goes. And those are the two big dogs as far as posting, as far as I'm concerned. And all the other ones, if you Google, like I said, Google at Fireman Rich. So we're here for week 11 for the NFL football 2024 and 25 season. And just before coming on, going live here, I just heard on the news that I guess there was a bit of a robbery Sunday night when let me see, who were they playing? Let's see, Kansas City was playing. Who were they playing? They were playing Sunday, weren't they? Sunday night or Sunday? Or was it Sunday during the day? Or what, did they have a bye week? They went on a bye, were they? Let's see, Giants, Vikings, Jaguars, Bills. Oh, Chiefs and Broncos. Yeah, that was the 10th, Sunday night. And Was that Sunday night or was that at 1 o'clock? At any rate, Mahomes and Kelsey Travis there. Travis Kelsey? Yeah, Travis Kelsey. Kelsey. Um, their houses got robbed as far as they were at the ball game and stuff like that. So I guess there was some things stolen from Mahomes and probably at Kelsey's house. It was $20,000. That was on the national news. So a little bit, yeah, that's a sort of a shocker. Took place at the same time, so I would suspect it's the same people. Figuring, um, they're a successful team, so they're going to go after the two seconds. So that's ongoing. That's just breaking news as far as just before coming on that there was a break-in. So, but we're here. We're going to talk about this past week's games, and let's see if we can get the whiteboard up here and see what that is all about. Let's see. There we go. We'll bring it up here, and let's see. There we go. There's the whiteboard. It's Let's Talk Football, NFL football. So we got that going. We can bounce back and forth on it, and we're only going to be on here for about 45 minutes for the most part. We're just going to do the down and dirty and get through the broadcast here, because between this is my third broadcast live stream, well, third live stream I should say, as far as that goes. So let's see. As far as this past week, we got last week's scores. As far as finishing Week 10, you had the Bengals last Thursday losing to the Ravens in a really last few seconds on a field goal there. The Ravens won. And then going into Sunday, the Giants surprisingly lost to the Panthers. I think they were favored. Panthers over there in Germany, the last game over in the overseas series. Patriots surprised the Bears. I don't know what happened to the Bears. They're supposed to be a lot better than what they played, but Patriots ended up stepping it up, taking one away from the Bears at home in Chicago. Ooh, I'm sorry about that. There we go. I got to go this way. There we go. Let's see. Just bring that down just a tad. And then we had Vikings winning, no problem winning against Jaguars. Falcons losing to the Saints. Saints, are they back? That's the question now. Carr is back. Falcons, I had the Falcons in that game as one of my losses there. One of 3 losses. I only got 3 losses out of the 14 games. 49ers, good game with the Bucks. Bucks, they're playing tough. 49ers had to earn that one. Bills and Colts. Bills had no problem beating the Colts. Colts, I'm going to just go ahead and say it. The Bills have a big game this Sunday. It's probably the game of the weekend, and we'll go over that here in a little bit. But they won against the Colts. Chiefs ended up winning against the Broncos in I guess the Broncos were lining up for a field goal. And over there on Tony D's broadcast, Belt Kings Fantasy Football, I'm always saying, hey, the kickers are important. They're just as important, and they come into play. Well, the kickers trying to kick the field goal, and that was almost a sure thing. But the defense of Kansas City nullified that, so they got another win. They're still undefeated, 9-0. They're not pretty, but they're a W up on the board, and that's all that counts. Steelers and Commanders. This was a good game. Steelers were able to hold off the Commanders at the end, and the Steelers are the real deal. They're 7-2. Commanders are 7-3. They got a big game tomorrow night against Philly, and let's see who's favored in that game. Let's see. I have that here. We'll go over who's playing next this week, upcoming week. But let's see. Philly is favored by 3.5 points tomorrow, and it's just a Mrs. coughing. She's sneezing this morning. Now she's coughing. Okay, let's see. Let me just fix this up here a little bit. And yeah, the Eagles are favored in the game, and I picked the Eagles to win. I don't think this is the divisional. I think the Philadelphia Eagles are making a comeback, so I got them to win. on that game. That's one of my games that I picked. And let's see. Where we at? Oh, okay. Then we have the Chargers and Titans. Chargers had no problem beating the Titans. Titans were able to still put up 17 points, but 27-7, the Chargers won by 10. Eagles, they just slammed the Cowboys. The woes of the Dallas Cowboys continue. New York Jets beat up by the Cardinals. That was a good game for the Cardinals. They romped them. And the Jets, they're 3-7. I do not see that. They have to win every single game to make it to playoffs, and I do not see that happening. Lions and Texans, a good game. I think the Texans were winning this game in the first half, and the Lions ended up coming back. And then Monday night, this past Monday night, the Dolphins, a big surprise. I thought for sure the Rams were going to mow over the Dolphins, but the Dolphins, they came right out of the gate, and they were looking strong, and they were kicking butt as far as winning that game. And hello, Tina. How you doing, girl? She's the third broadcast you're on today. Do you feel tired yet? So we just went over last week's games, the scores there. And let's see. Next thing is power rankings. Not going to say much on the power rankings. The Eagles are up 3. Commanders are down 6 after their loss. It's still the Chiefs, Lions, and Bills at the top, with the Ravens 4th. Steelers are number 6. Vikings are number 7. Green Bay's in there. 9th is Chargers, and number 10 is the Commanders. And like I said, the number 1 in the power ranking, the Chiefs, is going against the Buffalo Bills. And like I said, that's going to be this game is the game of the week, with Bills trying to best beat their nemesis, the Kansas City Chiefs, trying to stay undefeated. And the Chiefs haven't looked good on offense this season, while the Bills and Josh Allen have most of the time, not all the time, but most of the time, they're looking okay. Josh Allen, he's thrown a couple interceptions here these last couple games. But this is one of those games. Allen and the Buffalo offense will probably, hopefully, outplay the Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes. I'm picking the Bills to win it, and we're going to see what happens. This is the game of the week. It's easily the biggest game of Week 11, and it's going to be on CBS. And if you have plans on Sunday, cancel them to watch this, especially if you're a Bills fan. But just make sure you're in front of your TV at 4:25 p.m. that Sunday afternoon, late afternoon, when the game kicks off. And if you don't own a television, then you can stream the game over there. It's streamed on Paramount if you got Paramount, which they allowed, 30 days free or something like that. If you don't have, let me see something here. Okay, I thought we had a little glitch going on there. But if this game ends up being like every other Chiefs game this season, then that means it's going to be an instant classic that goes down to the wire. The Chiefs have won 9 of 7 of those having been decided by one score, and 5 of those have been so dramatic that they probably should all get their own 30 by 30 documentary. I think the Bills are gonna win. I have Paramount Plus now. Okay, yeah. So you might be able to watch this game. I'm not sure what for our viewers there. We have Tina in the chat from Twitch, and she's a regular viewer here on my Monday, Wednesday, and Friday morning coffee broadcast. And I'm not sure what you have down there in the Jersey TV market, but you should be able to. It's a big game, so it should be on Paramount, especially as an afternoon game. Although the Bills can't seem to beat the Chiefs in the playoffs, that hasn't been the case in regular season. This will mark the fourth straight year the Bills have had to play a regular season game against the Chiefs. And the Chiefs won in 2021, they won 2022, and they won in 2023. And so maybe it's time for the Bills to win in 2024. The one reason people like the Bills is because of Josh Allen. He always at the best when he plays at home, and he's even better when he's playing the Chiefs. A big reason the Bills are 3-0 in the past 3 regular season games against the Chiefs is because Allen's always seems to play like Superman when he faces the Chiefs. And are they at home? I think they are. Let's see. Let me see who's favored in this game. Stand by for a moment. Okay, where's the Chiefs game? Oh, here it is. Bills are favored by 2.5, and it is at home. Buffalo is going to be rocking at 425 up there in the stadium in Buffalo, Buffalo Bills. So it's going to be the Titans at the top going, and we can see how this. Let's see. Do I want to do that or do what games we got? Let's go ahead and see what other games we have playing for today as far as the schedule. We'll go ahead and do that here. And let's see. So our games coming up this week, week 11, starting tomorrow night, we have a really good game. This is probably the second best game this week behind the Chiefs and Buffalo Bills, is Washington and Philly. This is anything in Washington, Philly, Cowboys, Washington, New York Giants. The NFC East is, I like the Giants. They suck though this year, but that's going to be tomorrow night on Amazon Twitch. You can watch it on Twitch at 8:15, and Philly's favored by 3.5. And then going into Sunday, the 1:00 game starting in Chicago. Green Bay will be hosting Green Bay. Green Bay's favored by 6.5. We'll see what happens. If the Chicago wins wins that game, it's probably because of the home field advantage. The next 1:00 game, Miami is favored against the Las Vegas Raiders. This is in Miami, and I can see I don't know if I have Miami. I got to see if I have Miami. I'm not sure. You know what? I didn't even do my picks yet, so I'm going to be doing my picks tonight. I think I'm going to probably end up picking Miami. Okay, let's see. Jags and Detroit. Detroit favored by 14 points, so that's a given. That's at home. I'm picking Detroit there. LA Rams against New England. Rams are favored by 4.5 against New England. I don't know. I might pick New England on that one. And then we have New Orleans against Cleveland. Cleveland's favored by 1. That's going to be a close game. But I think the way New Orleans is, I might pick New Orleans because that's at home. Next game at 1:00 is Minnesota at Tennessee. Well, that's a given. That Minnesota, they're favored by 6. And then you got this. This might be a good game too. This is a third good game for Sunday this week 11. Baltimore at Pittsburgh. And as much as I'd like to take Baltimore, I'm going to stick with Pittsburgh. Baltimore is favored by 3, though. Indiana and the Jets at 1:00. That's it. I'm going to pick Indiana. I don't really care if I lose it. I just don't care for the Jets. I'm sorry. They're not my cup of tea. They could probably win that, but I think Indiana can win that also. If Flacco doesn't get as many interceptions as he did this last week. Then the first 4:00 game is Atlanta at Denver. I will be picking Denver for that game. Seattle at San Francisco. San Francisco's favored by 6.5. I'll probably pick San Francisco. Kansas City, Buffalo. Well, it's a given. I'm picking Buffalo. That's the big game for the week. And then you got Cincinnati at the Chargers 8:20. Not. I think the Chargers will win that one. I hope I remember this. If I don't, you can remind me there, Tina. And then Monday night we have Houston and Dallas. Whoa, that's going to be interesting. I'm going to pick Houston in that game. So let's see. Let's see. Let's go down to the picks here. Let's see. My picks are. Let's see. What did I say? Green Bay and Chicago. I'm taking Green Bay. I'm going to take Green Bay, and I got your picks too, Tina. You picked the Chargers. Yeah, I got your picks. Let me get your picks here so I know where they are. You picked Washington. You picked Chicago. Okay, and you picked the Chargers. Where did you pick the Chargers? Who are the Chargers? The Chargers. Oh, let's see. Let me see. Chargers. Let's see. Who are the Chargers? Oh, let's see. Tina picked the Chargers. I thought let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I don't see the Chargers. Then again, I don't see Cincinnati. Let's see. You got Washington. You got Chicago. You got Detroit. You got Minnesota over Miami. Las Vegas. Okay, hang on for a minute. Let me try this again here. Okay. Go Browns. We ain't going nowhere. Hey, Big Juice, how you doing? Good evening. Big Juice coming in from Ohio. Going nowhere this season, but we're used to that. Okay, we're just checking Tina's. I think there might be something wrong with Tina's pick. She picked Washington. Okay. And then she picked Chicago. Okay. And she picked Detroit. Okay, Detroit. She picked Minnesota. She picked Las Vegas. I don't know about that one, Tina. She picked New England. Okay, I'm going to pick New England also, I guess. She picked Cleveland. Okay, there's Cleveland. And she picked Indianapolis over the Jets. That's a good choice. Let's see. She picked Pittsburgh. Okay. We're picking the same Pittsburgh game. Okay. And Denver and San Francisco. Denver, San Francisco. She's picking Kansas City. Okay, we got the mistake. She's picking Dallas. picking KC. Okay. Okay, we had a little problem on the. You had LA Rams and Dallas, but I don't think. Let me see something. Who are the Rams playing? You picked New England. So you wanted, instead of, you had for your second to last pick there, Tina, LA Rams. So you want you're going to pick the Chargers. Okay, I'll change that to LA Chargers. You had LA Rams in your notes, so I'm changing it. Yeah, glad I checked. Okay, Chargers. I would have probably put Chargers anyway. Chargers. Okay, so that's what Tina's picking. LA Chargers. Let's see, which one is it? LA Chargers. Kansas City, LA Chargers. And she's picking Dallas. Okay, we got your picks then, Tina. Okay, we went over just on your list there. You had LA Rams, and LA Rams. You picked New England. Rams are playing New England. Okay, so my picks. Getting back to that. Let's see. I'm going to be picking Green Bay. That's GB. Okay. And I'm picking Detroit over Jacksonville. That's DET. And I'm taking Minnesota over Tennessee. So other than the very first game, what do we do here? I bopped out here. Because I'm taking Philly as far as, and you're taking Washington. So that's the only change. Let's see. You're taking Las Vegas. I'm going to take Miami. I said Miami. So Miami just looks better than Las Vegas right now. And then I said New England over the Rams. New England. That should be interesting. New England. Pats. Now let's go New England. N-E. We'll do New England. New Orleans over Cleveland. That's who I'm picking on that one. New Orleans, N-O. Indianapolis over the Jets. That's an easy one. IND. And Pittsburgh over Baltimore. Pitt. And then Atlanta and Denver. I'm taking Denver. DEV. San Francisco over Seattle. That's in San Francisco. So San Francisco. And then I'm taking Buffalo. BUF. And Tina's taking Kansas City. And let's see. Cincinnati, LA Chargers. I'm taking, wow. I'm going to take LA Chargers. I'm taking the Chargers too, Tina. LA Chargers. And then our Monday night game, Dallas and Houston, I'm taking Houston. So those are my picks for week 11 as far as that goes. So, let's see what we got here. So those are the games that go on this week. So far after week 10, there really hasn't been any change in the divisional changes here. Let's see. In the AFC East, the Bills own it. It's 8-2. Hopefully they'll be 9-2. Even if they lose, they still are way ahead of Dolphins and Jets. Jets are well, actually all three of them. They're all down in the basement. So the only one of these three I can possibly see, maybe the Dolphins. They're showing a little bit of light, but we'll see what happens this in the AFC North. Pittsburgh with the Ravens right behind them. If Pittsburgh wins this, they've got a game. It's a divisional game. Steelers will be up one game. Ravens will be down a game. And the Bengals and Cincinnati, or the Browns. That's Big Juice's team. Go Browns! Yeah, they're in the cellar. Bengals have a chance of making it to the playoffs, possibly, but the Ravens or Steelers, one of them. That's going to be a good game. That's going to be as equal to the Bills and Kansas City. I think these two teams, because Steelers are really cooking with Russell Wilson. In the AFC South, the stats aren't that high, but it's going to be between the Texans and Colts. Colts can still come back to win this division, so it's still between those two. In the AFC West, Chiefs are 9-0. If they lose one, it's not going to change much in the mix. But the Chargers, if they win, they move a little bit closer. The Broncos they're still mathematically in it. The Raiders, they're out of it still. They're not going to. NFC East, you got the Philly Eagles are number one. Washington's right behind them. And I think the Eagles, if they win, they got control coming out of the basement. But see what type of Philly team comes up. They've been playing good ball the last several weeks. Commanders, they're faltering again. Cowboys, just in disarray, and even more disarray than New York Giants. They're not going to make the playoffs. Cut and dry on that. NFC North, about the most interesting division. The most interesting division in NFL football right now. And the Lions definitely have command, but the Vikings are nipping at their heels, and that's going to be interesting. Packers are right there too. The Bears could still be in it if the Lions and Vikings have major crap outs and stuff like that. They can probably get back into it. And then NFC South, Falcons just playing a little bit above 500, 6-4. Buccaneers can still get in this. Saints may have a chance. I don't know about the Panthers. Saints have more of a chance as far as trying to sneak in to take this. There's still a possibility of the Saints coming in, but they have to start winning games. They have to win games. In the NFC West, freaking Cardinals, they're just eating it up. But the 49ers are right. They're lurking right behind them. So these two teams are at the top of the division. But the Rams and Seahawks, they could come back. So I think this is still anybody's division right here in the NFC West as far as the divisional games there. And as far as our Week 10 winners, are you ready for this, Tina? Drum roll. We do this weekly pick the winners and losers, and there's Captain Rehab just in time. Just in time, Captain Rehab. Uncle Richie, how you doing? Captain Rehab, I told him earlier this morning. Again, thank you for your picks there this morning, Captain Rehab. Here's how they line up. Captain Rehab came in with 11-3. Sorry, I had a counseling call. Oh, no problem, Tina. This is how we ended up last week. Captain Rehab won the division. He won again. Well, I tied him, but he's still at the top. I passed out in the bathroom. Okay, good deal. I'm glad to see you made it back home. I came in second. Tina, oh my, he's just joshing. Tony came in third at 8-6. There was a big drop there. I thought Captain Rehab and me were tied going in the Monday night game, but when I added up, I miscounted, and I was actually one ahead of Captain Rehab before the Monday night game. And you did? I'm glad you got home safe then, my friend. Tony D, hey. We're just going over the chart here. And how come you guys pop in when this chart pops in? And Captain Rehab. I don't do the cigars. Let's see. But Tony, Ted, Brian, and Michael, they came all together. But depending on where they were last week, they were a notch ahead. So Captain Rehab, you were first last week. So that's why even though we're tied, you have the top spot. Tony came in third. Ted right behind him, and Brian right behind Ted, and Michael. And Tina, you were ahead of CBS. You 7-7, so you hit 500. That's still better than the last couple of weeks. CBS really crapped out after, which surprised me. They had what, 14-1 the week before. So how that looks overall, you can see overall. First is Tony at 96-56. 96 wins. This is for 152 games. You lost your mojo. No, you'll get it back, Tina. It's all in good fun. You did good that week, I think. Don't cut yourself short. Second is still Michael at 90 wins, 62. I popped up into the second place because of this week. It was a good week for me, 82-64. So I'm catching up to Michael. CBL's bounced back down to fourth at 87 wins, 65 losses. Brian is fifth at 85-67. Ted is sixth at 83 wins, 69 losses. Tina's seventh at 70-82. And you might be looking at Captain Rehab. He has 71 wins and 51 losses. But hey, Tony, he's missing Captain Rehab. You're in eighth place because you basically missed submitting your week 4 and week 5. Tony's saying hi to Tina. So that's how we're gonna saying hi to Big Juice. So that's how we're sitting at the on the overall chart as far as that goes. So, but I think everybody's real close. Everybody's winning and stuff like that. And Tony's saying hi to Captain Rehab also. Tina saying hi to. So those people that are watching on the replay, we got people over there on Twitch that are saying hi to everybody. That's where the lion's share of comments are coming from here on Rumble. So that's how we sit overall. And we're at week 11. So we're getting back. We're getting into the end of the football. Well, we're into the second half of the football season, the second half of the football season there as far as that goes. And let's see what else I got here. I think that's about it that I have on my notes. I didn't have no real graphics. Let's see. I've got Tony. I still need your picks before tomorrow night. Let's see. Who do I have? I got where are the picks? Oh, here they are. I need Tony and Michael's are the only ones that I need. I have Ted's. I got Brian's. I got Tina's. We straightened out Tina's, and I got Captain Rehab's. So, so I expect them, Tony, before tomorrow night's game. Okay, or I'll be booting you in the butt. So that's where we're at as far as that goes for this week 11. Check your Twitter. Oh, you just sent it? Let's see. 7:34. It's 7:39. Oh, okay. 5 minutes ago. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay. Tony is picking Philly, Green Bay, Detroit, Minnesota, Miami, Rams, New Orleans, Jets. I think that's the only difference. Oh, you're picking Baltimore. Okay, I'm picking Pittsburgh. You're picking Atlanta? You're picking Atlanta? Let's see, Atlanta. Okay, that's going to be a close game. Denver's favored by 2. I know you like Atlanta. San Francisco, Kansas City. Kansas City? There's another. I might be picking up on some games here because I picked Buffalo, Chargers, and Houston. Yeah. So you're taking the Jets. Who are the Jets playing? Let's see. Jets are playing Indianapolis. Yeah, I could see that. I was thinking about it, but I'm done with the. I'm done with the Jets. I'm finished with the Jets. They need to get so. Thank you, Tony. I got the DM. I appreciate it, my friend. Yeah, check my DM. I'm always last to know, late. Let's see. What else do we have here? Again, you guys coming in. I don't know if you heard on the news just before going live here. Patrick Mahomes and Um, Travis Kelce, those two individuals, their houses were broken into. Should I pick the Jets? No, you pick whoever. I think you picked. Let's see, Tina, you picked. Who did you pick? No, you picked Indianapolis. You want to change it to the Jets? I'm not telling you what to pick. I just, myself personally, I don't care for the Jets anymore. So I think Indianapolis is a good pick. So unless you tell me you want it. Oh, you want the Jets now? Okay, I'm changing it to the Jets. Okay. That's why we have the broadcast, so you guys can change it. So I changed it to the Jets, and you said yes, just to clarify. Because Tony did. He will. Okay, Tony. Okay, that's a good. Sounds logical to me. Tony, he's at the top. He's top right now, so I can understand that. But again, the latest news is Patrick. It has nothing to do with football. Tina's lots of laughs. That's what makes it fun, Tina. Okay. It has nothing to do with football, but they are football players. Patrick Mahomes he didn't give any specifics. He did speak recently here concerning it, and it's an ongoing investigation. He had some stuff stolen, and there was no real break-in, so somebody knew how to get into his house. And over at Travis Kelce's house, they took $20,000. He had $20,000 of cash in his house. What the frick, dude? Lock it up in a safe. And you should see Mahomes' house is pretty huge. You should see they had a overview. Man, these guys are making some money, man. You should see Kelsey Travis's house. That's like two mansions slapped together, for God's sake. It's huge. Mahomes' house, he has a built-in basketball court, indoor basketball court. So you can see where they put their winnings and stuff like that. They're beautiful homes, though. Beautiful homes from what it looks on overall. But hopefully they can catch the culprits that burglared their homes as far as that goes. And let's see, what do we have in the news? Anything? The booming silence of Aaron Rodgers experiment. Let's see what this one. This is over on. No, I'm not going to talk about Aaron Rodgers. I don't want to keep on saying I'm knocking him. I've said my piece with him. Again, the big game is going to be the Bills and Kansas City, but that Pittsburgh Ravens game is going to be monstrous as well. Let's see, what else do we got here? Quarterback rankings, Burrows moves up in the quarterback rankings, but you got Lamar Jackson still number one. Number two is Joe Burrows, even though he's on a losing team. To Josh Allen, number three. Jaden Daniels is number four. He's a good quarterback still. Jared Goff, Detroit Lions, number five. I think he should be up in the number 4 spot. And then you have Jalen Hurts. Philadelphia's moving up, so Jalen Hurts is 6. You have Justin Herbert. Los Angeles Chargers is number 7. Brock Purdy is number 8. And Patrick Mahomes is number 9. So speaking of odds, Mahomes is almost exclusively winning on the margins, leaning on the Chiefs' defense. And that's what's keeping the Chiefs winning, is their defense as far as that goes. Like early stages, just Tom Brady, his best career trait is inevitable. Kyle Murray is number 10 from the Cardinals. His confidence and decisiveness in the pocket are both way up, and he's been as good as ever on the move, averaging more than 8 yards per carry. Baker Mayfield, he's number 11. And let's see, Russell Wilson, number 14. I'm just going down real quick. How many quarterbacks are there? These are all the top, all 32 quarterbacks. Daniel Jones is number 31st, second to the last. Cooper Rush, the current Cowboys quarterback, he's number 32. Daniel Jones, this might be his last year as a New Jersey or New York Giant, as far as that goes. I think they're not. I think if they have you're going to see a major cleaning out of the Giants, and they'll probably be able to rebounce next year with a better team. The Jets, they need a clean house. I'm just saying, the two New York Jets and New York Giants, they're not having a good season this year. So thank God for the Buffalo Bills for the state of New York. All right, folks, we're at 46 minutes. I covered all the bases and stuff like that. I want to say thank you for Tina for being here, as far as in the chat, as well as Big Juice, Steve out there in Ohio, the Buckeye State. Captain Rehab coming in from well, let me go over Captain Rehab. He's here. I get Captain Rehab picks. So just so you, Tina, you know, and Tony, he picked the Eagles, Dolphins, Saints, Jets, Vikings, Packers, Lions, Patriots, Ravens, Seahawks, Broncos, Chiefs, Bengals. I don't know about that one. And Texans. So we're all pretty close. I think we're Eagles. So that's why. Oh, you're welcome, Tina. Thank you for being here as well. Thank you, Captain Rehab. Thank you, Tony. Appreciate you being here. And again, this is Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich over there on X. Do check out my X feed there. That's where I do most of my posting from this point forward. I'm dropping some other social media platforms that I just can't see at this point posting there anymore. I'll still have them there. I might post occasionally, but I'm not motivated to post at a couple other sites and stuff like that. I'm having too much fun on X. So, why waste my time on other sites that I'm not getting my bang for my buck and stuff like that. I'm getting, and I appreciate you guys in the chat as far as communicating with you and conversing with you via the DMs there on X. Greatly appreciate. Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich. You all have a great one. We'll be doing the audio podcast tomorrow on Spotify for Creators. It's called now. It's not Spotify for podcasters. It's Spotify for Creators. They changed the name today. I posted it over my X feed. Check it out at Fireman Rich again. And what else? Friday, we'll see you all Friday for the morning coffee broadcast. Friday morning coffee broadcast, and we'll try and be on time. I know I was really late last Friday, about an hour's. All right, folks, you all have a good one. Live life, have fun. Ciao for now. As always, peace. Take care.